Denver, Colorado, Chris Benoit is leaving United States titleless. Sable is leaving topless. And Zach Gowen is leaving legless. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your WWE Vengeance 2003. It's the first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view of the brand split era. And I think the big question here is, will this be better than Bad Blood? Now, I think what we might do is, after we review this, maybe we'll do a separate video and we'll compare them since they are the first two exclusive pay-per-views, and we'll bring up talking points and we'll see which show was better. But I'm going to give the nod to Vengeance. I do think this show was overall better than Bad Blood. It had a little bit of everything. You had a good world title match, which I don't think Bad Blood really had. Even though it should have, let's be honest, the Hell in a Cell match for the title, you can't really get much more than that.
The problem was the participants.
Yeah, you've got McMahon. Every time McMahon's never had a bad match. You've got the old dark Undertaker against the upcoming young dark.
What about McMahon?
John Cena.
Who was McMahon against the Mania a couple of years ago?
Shane?
No offense. Who was he against?
Oh,
was it Rob? Not Rob. Was it fucking Pat McAfee?
Pat McAfee. I'm not counting that. I'm talking up to this point. McMahon's not a bad match.
You see the fucking state of those stunners.
Anyway, point is, right, you've got Big Show, Angle, Brock for the title. Then you've got Cena, Taker, two of the best technical wrestlers, Benoit and Guerrero. And you've got McMahon against a guy with one leg. And there's some other decent stuff on the show as well, but what more can you ask for? In my opinion, not a lot. So we start the US title tournament final. It's Eddie Guerrero versus Benoit. Very good match, but like I said, it's Benoit Guerrero. You're not going to get a bad match here. I think it's impossible. I don't care what happens. I don't care if Eddie Guerrero has been on the drugs before the match. I don't care if Benoit has had a hangover. I don't care if Benoit's been hanged even. You just can't get a bad match here.
Well, it depends what year. If it's 2008.
Well, I mean, the match would probably be rolled off if it's two. Point is, it's two fucking greats. It was a great match. Towards the end, we start getting some referee bumps. Then Guerrero pulls Mike Chioda in front of Benoit for the diving headbutt. I mean, we've seen Benoit do the diving headbutt on everybody and everything. He does it on wrestlers. He does it on title belts. He does it on the mat. He does it on ladders. He does it on steel chairs. He does it on sleeper referees. I mean, Benoit, anything's a target for his forehead. Very much.
I mean, Benoit sliced open Chioda's forehead, but no, sorry, his elbow, but no, his own forehead.
Mental. Then we see Guerrero getting up, and you're getting Benoit getting up, and Rhino's coming down, and it's going to be gore, gore, gore. But instead of taking out Eddie Guerrero, Rhino takes out his friend Chris Benoit. Guerrero can't believe it. He's absolutely shocked. But he wasn't shocked for that long. He ascends to the top rope, hits the frog splash, and gets the 1-2-3. And you're new and first United States champion in the WWE era of this belt, other than the fact that Canyon was gift-handed it when Booker T brought it in, is Eddie Guerrero.
Honestly, I think this match is, I don't want to say damn near perfect, because I do believe it could get better, but in terms of what it is, a match that kicks off a pay-per-view for the mid-card belt, what else can you ask for? Interference, drama, playing into both guys' characters, numerous times, mind you, good ref spots, great wrestling. I have not one negative. And also, I thought Rhino was going to come in and fucking gore Guerrero, but then at the last second, no, he's going to fucking gore
As soon as you see the replay, it didn't even look obvious, really. Sometimes it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Wait, the way Guerrero and Benoit were getting up, I hate that. See when you can see a melee who's going to spear or gore even. But in this one, it was like, you couldn't really tell until the final moment.
This match is everything wrestling's missing.
Both of these kids look good. I think in the next year, these two could go on to big things.
Aye, just not much past that, to be honest.
But yeah, definitely two future world champions, I think.
Eddie Guerrero. I know, I totally agree. McMahon and Stephanie, though, they're backstage.
Just flowers. Stephanie.
Well, they're not for you, they're for...
So McMahon says, oh, look, I got you flowers here. And Stephanie's like, oh, well, they are very nice, they're very pretty. And McMahon's like, wait, hold on a minute. These flowers are for you. These are for Sable. Here's your flowers. And McMahon gives her these plastic-looking fucking flowers that probably cost him $1.
Yeah.
Sable got the flowers that cost $50, and Stephanie got the flowers that cost $1.
He also says that he's going to Raw to confront Kane about what he did to Linda.
I'll be watching.
So that just makes... I mean, imagine that. Imagine a Raw in 2003. It's not must see enough. Here's McMahon. You want to watch Raw? McMahon's going to confront... See Kane, the guy's coming in chains, killing people.
It's crazy how good we had it back then.
Yeah.
I don't get what we've got now.
You had enough.
Absolutely disgusting. Right, we've got the indecent proposal match up next. Is Billy Gunn versus Jamie Noble. If Jamie Noble wins, he gets to sleep with Tori Wilson. Honestly, man, I thought this match made Billy Gunn look like a fucking jobber, because Jamie Noble had quite a lot of offense. He started working on Billy Gunn's knee. He managed to avoid a lot of Billy Gunn's attacks and a lot of counters. There was a few botches in the match with Billy Gunn. Nydia came out and had to put Billy Gunn's foot on the bottom rope to stop Jamie Noble from winning. And then there was like another Jamie Noble pinfall where Tori was like distracting the referee, and then Tori got up and she distracted Jamie Noble when Jamie Noble still managed to evade Billy Gunn's attack and in the end get a roll up and put Billy Gunn away and get the 1-2-3. So yeah, Jamie Noble wins, but just look at the size difference. It's like you'd think that Jamie Noble would need to like pull out all the tricks and cheat to beat Billy Gunn, but in reality, it almost felt 3-on-1 at times because both women at ringside were helping Billy Gunn.
I know. Yeah,
Jamie Noble still got the win.
I thought what they were going to do is that Nydia was going to, for some reason, want a threesome, and therefore she was going to cost Billy Gunn. But it didn't even go down that route. You're right. Billy Gunn should be beating Jamie Noble every day of the week. But he looked weak here, and he did. There's no.
Yeah, you take the two women away and you expect Billy Gunn to beat Jamie Noble like 99 times out of 100.
Also,
if you factor in that the two women were helping Billy Gunn.
Jamie Noble had a suitcase, a briefcase with dildos and lube and magazines, and I mean McMahon's suitcase.
McMahon's suitcase. Tazzo says maybe this belongs to you, Michael Cole. You're familiar with this kind of shit. You ever use this shit, Cole? You ever use this stuff? So Jamie Noble with his
Michael
suitcase.
Cole dildo.
Yeah, so Jamie Noble with his wee suitcase, and he will be bringing that to his meet with Tori Wilson this Thursday on SmackDown.
2 matches so far, 2 great stories, and I mean this match didn't exactly deliver, but it delivered in the sense of the stipulation, and we'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah, listen,
the actual reason to tune into SmackDown.
It wasn't a great match, but there was something on the line. There was a stipulation, and there's the Jamie Noble wanting to sleep with. That's a story, right? Yeah. You might not think it's a great story. You might think it sucks. You might think, oh, this has got no place in wrestling, but it's a story nonetheless, and it makes this match exciting. Because imagine if Jamie Noble and Billy Gunn just had a series of matches with fuck all on the line.
Yeah,
who would care?
No one, just us. Anyway, Finaki's backstage, #1 announcer. APA fight him 2, the APA Invitational Barroom Brawl. So everyone is making their way out here to the bar. That's
a bunch of jobbers. Let's be honest. I feel sorry for Matt Hardy because I think he's the only guy that's in this match that has had a worthwhile 2003 so far.
Well, let's go through them. So we got Bradshaw, Farouk, Matt Hardy, Conquistador Uno, Conquistador Dos, Chuck Palumbo, Sean O'Hare, Funaki, Spanky, Doink the Coin, Chris Canyon, Orlando Boredom, Danny Basham, Nunzio, Doug Basham, Johnny Stamboli, the Brooklyn Brawler, Matt Capitelli, Shannon Moore, Johnny Fedgens, Brother Love versus and Easter Bunny. Sorry, right.
I couldn't tell you where Matt Capitelli was in this match. Yo, I know he's the guy from Tough Enough, but wait, is that not John Morrison?
Man, I'm so sick of how lazy some of y'all are. It's crazy. The state is literally handing out $5,000 health spending cards that you can.
Yo, I know he's the guy from Tough Enough, but wait, is that not John Morrison? Or Johnny Nitro?
Yeah.
His name's Johnny Hennigan.
I don't know, so he's called Matt Capitelli. No, Johnny Vengeance. Johnny Vengeance.
He's been doing this gimmick for fucking 2 decades now.
Right.
I can't remember this Matt. I'm assuming he's from Tough Enough.
I need to get this off my chest. We've watched a lot of wrestling. I think this Brother Love promo could quite possibly be the worst thing I've seen in WWE.
I knew you'd go.
No, yo, I don't like Brother Love. I think the catchphrase is cringe, but this promo went on and on. This rival stuff in 2025 for me, he just didn't know when to end.
Yeah.
It lasted for like 5 fucking minutes. Everyone's standing around.
So someone should have smashed him over the head with a beer can or something 5 minutes earlier.
No, we've got to call it out, right? Because see if this happened today, I feel like you can make a separate thread on it. This is awful, and I'll be taking a point off the pay-per-view for it.
It was just a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, and then he's the one that hit someone.
Yeah, honestly, it fucking sucked. Then we get the barroom brawl. It's just an absolute mess. Funaki spent the majority of it just sitting, drinking. For the first like 2 minutes, most of the guys weren't doing anything. Sean O'Haire was just standing in the background. Matt Hardy just standing in the background. You only had like half a dozen people actually doing anything. And then when we got to the halfway point, all of a sudden, like to Matt Hardy and Sean O'Haire, they start to get involved for some weird reason. Sean O'Haire starts breaking out pool cues and smashing people and using like kendo sticks. I thought it was Steve Blackman with the nunchucks. It was insane. He was spinning them around. I guess he's a mixed martial artist, so he looked pretty decent in this match. We then had Canyon go through a table, although it took 2 attempts, and even on the second attempt, the table didn't really break properly. But eventually, Canyon gets another guy just chucked on top of him, and I kind of left in that position for the rest of the match. So Chris Canyon had another guy laying on top.
A little bit of a rib there.
Yeah. Anyway, eventually it comes down to Bradshaw and Brother Love, and Bradshaw just like decks Brother Love, and that was it. Match was over.
Bruce Pritchard, overrated bastard. No, honestly, man, I could not believe how long this promo went on for.
I think the promo went on longer than the match.
Yeah, no, it's like
The barroom brawl was pretty entertaining. I
Yeah.
think, but the promo from Brother Love was shite.
I think this is simply because of who Bruce Pritchard is, right? I look at anyone else in this match, right? Could you imagine if like a Canyon or an Orlando Jordan or like any of the Bashams or fucking anybody? Could you imagine they went on this long of a promo?
No, probably fired. Anyway, the match was okay, but the promo before it was fucking way too long. Right, we then go on to the tag team championship match. It was Ray.
Damien Sandow was the Easter Bunny.
All right, it was fucking around a long time then.
Johnny Jeter and Rob Conway, with the Los Conquistadors, so they even switched them up because it was Nick Dunsmore a couple weeks ago.
Just goes to show you, like Damien Sandow, like see how long these people actually have to stick around to actually get a break.
Yeah.
And he didn't really get a break in wrestling until like 2012. No, but look at this. Look at like, see if you're a star, though, see if you're any good, you get pushed straight away. Look at Brock, Cena, Orton, those guys come up. They weren't wasted for 6, 7, 8 years on OVW. If you're good, you're good. If you're not, then you have a career like Damien Sandow. Right, Kidman and Mysterio versus World Greatest Tag Team. Another good match. Well, it finishes with Rey Mysterio getting pinned, blind tag, and then Charlie Haas has Rey in the powerbomb position, and Shelton Benjamin does a springboard, clothesline mid-air, gets the 1, 2, 3. I mean, match is pretty good, but it's a win for the World Greatest Tag Team. I thought good tag team wrestling. The only thing I didn't really like was Rey as the Cruiserweight Champion, and I just think it would have been better to have the Cruiserweight Champion in a match. I personally like when all the titles are on the line, especially in these brand split pay-per-views where you don't have that many titles to begin with. Like, yeah, there's still 3 on the line, but why defend 3 when you can defend 4?
Scott's blog at Doom saying this is like legitimate contender for match of the year.
I don't think it's that good. Like,
Rivaling matches in Noah and ROH. I mean, we're just forgetting about the matches that WWE's put on. You look at Jericho's Michaels.
yeah, I mean, disgusting. But no, the match was good, but I tell you what, I don't think it's match tonight.
No, I don't think it's match tonight either.
Now, he says that. I'm looking at the review from tjwrestling.net. They gave this match 4 stars. They gave the opening match 3.
They gave it 4.5.
They gave the opening match 3 3/4. I thought Benoit Guerrero was better than this one, but it could be because I care a bit more about Benoit Guerrero. So.
Aye, Benoit Guerrero was much better than this one for me.
But this was a good match. It was good, but I don't think it's one of the best matches of the year. But then we get Stephanie McMahon versus Sable. Nobody's going to claim this was the best match of the year. Not at all. But look, it's Sable versus Stephanie McMahon. I don't expect it to be a classic. Stephanie starts the match getting beat up by Sable. Sable gets her shit in. Is it just me or did Sable seem like a better wrestler in the 90s?
Yeah, I would probably agree with that, but I don't know. I feel like here she was more willing to. I don't know, like 98, 99, she was very.
Don't get me wrong, she got longer hair than she ever would have got back then, but I'm just not really convinced.
It was a different style, put it that way.
Yeah, Stephanie then rips Sable's top off, and Brian Hebner jumps in to save the day, being the the nice man that he is. He takes his top off and he fires it around Sable, which he got booed for because the crowd obviously wanted to see Sable topless, and Brian Hebner was ruining everyone's fucking fun. Taz then puts over the great physique that Brian Hebner has, and he says it's body by birdseed or something along the lines like that.
I was near
He says that Brian Hebner's been taking those new vitamins, body by birdseed.
I mean, come on, guys.
Oh god.
You need to hear it for Taz.
It was quality, and while this was happening, I think we were too busy laughing. A-Train comes out like a runaway train and takes out Stephanie McMahon. Sable then crawls over, gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Sable gets the victory. She keeps Brian Hebner's top. Taz though, he was the real winner in my opinion with this quality line. And you know what? It's always Taz coming out with the good shit, isn't it?
Aye, Michael Cole doesn't come out with hee-haw. He just fucking sits there.
Yeah,
Laps
so
up.
it was what it was, right? Then we get a promo package for Undertaker's match against John Cena, and we got another really good match here. John Cena versus Undertaker. Cena got a lot of offense in. I mean, Taker was battering him at the beginning, but Cena was resilient, refused to give up, took over the match, then started battering Taker. Taker was busted open as well.
No, that's a very good match.
Taker also left his bike up on the ramp.
He also dragged
He was
Cena
using
up.
the You're Gonna Pay theme song.
He dragged Cena up. He could have pinned him quite early on, but he almost rude to regret it.
Apparently Undertaker's dad passed away in the weeks leading up to this match, so rest in peace, Taker's dad. Some people are going to say, well, Paul Bearer was still in WWE. Well,
He's not real.
stepdad, then maybe Paul Bearer can be.
Aye.
Paul Bearer. But yeah, so rest in peace to Taker's dad. Match was great, I think. Was this the match tonight? Not too sure, but it was a very good hard hitting match. It was,
It's a toss-up,
it was physical. Cena's got Taker in the corner and he's pounding away on a bloody dead man, and then dead man hits the last ride from John Cena while Cena was up, and Taker gets the win. But it's one of those matches where Cena looks. You can lose and still come out looking
Taker
impressive.
Taker was bleeding. He was bust bleeding from the mouth, internal injuries. He managed to get the victory. And honestly, in 2003, you get more over from a defeat than you do from a victory in 2025. And here's the proof is in the pudding right here. Honestly, man, that's storytelling, that's psychology, and fair play to Taker and Cena put on a good match. It's a shame we never got too many more of them between the two of them.
Yeah, we had
especially when Cena was.
In the Win with Zin sweepstakes, you can get a chance to win $100,000. But there's more than one way to win with Zin. Here's how it works. For 5 weeks until November 24th, we're giving away a total of 5,000 premium prizes. Each time you enter, you also earn a chance at the $100K grand prize. Enter every week to boost your chances. What would winning $100,000 look like for you? Enter Win with Zin, and you could find out. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Cena was moreover. And
Yeah,
he got the card.
also had that spot where Taker's going to hit the last right during the match, and Cena managed to just like springboard himself up off Taker's shoulders and counter it.
Brilliant.
He moved like Rey Mysterio.
No, absolutely. But yeah, great match, man. Great match between the two. And Just Flowers, I believe, have a rematch in a few weeks on SmackDown. Just a wee typical SmackDown there. 2003, Cena versus Taker.
Nothing big, no biggie, you know, typical sort of match that you get on the blue brand.
Right, it's Vince McMahon taking on Zack Gallen.
Right, you know what, for a match, considering you've got a guy that
You said he walked out legless. Or what did you say earlier? Zack Gallen?
Legless, aye.
He walked in legless, though.
True. Yeah, so we get the match. I wonder how Zack Gallen could actually wrestle with his legs on. I don't know, or leg on. But we don't know. He always takes it off. McMahon overpowers him at the beginning. Then McMahon starts taunting. McMahon tries to beat down the one good leg. They kept referring to the one good leg of Zack Gallen. It's like he only got one, so that kind of is your good leg and bad leg, I guess, at the same time. McMahon is trying to obviously work on the legs so Zack Gallen can't stand. Zack Gallen then gets a little bit of momentum and takes down McMahon and starts working on the leg of McMahon. And Taz is like, oh, if he takes one leg away from McMahon, they're going to have one leg each. So that's maybe the game plan here. McMahon grabs a chair. Looks like he's going to try and finish Zack Gallen once and for all. Zack Gallen hits a one-legged drop kick. The chair flies into McMahon's head, and it looked like it busted him open the hard way because immediately, like, just blood pouring from McMahon.
Spewing, man. It was a stab wound.
It came from like the side of the head, so I'm not too sure what happened here. Whether maybe he had like a blood capsule or something strapped to his head, but
No, he definitely didn't.
Well,
This was busted open the hard way.
I don't know how. It must have been like the edge of the chair. They must have cracked off the side of his head because you could see the laceration on the
No,
side
I
of
think
his
it
head.
is. No way chairs fold. I think when he's kicked him, it's nipped McMahon.
Possibly. There was a shitload of blood, and then Zack Gallen gets a lot of offense in, hitting McMahon with everything. Now, yes, unfortunately, Zack Gallen's offense tends to just be either some form of dropkick or a springboard splash style maneuver. But he's got one leg, so I'm not going to bash him for it. Fuck it. He hits all his big moves, then he goes to the top, and he goes for like a whisper in the wind, or kind of whisper in the wind swanton kind of maneuver. McMahon rolls out the way, though. Zack Gallen crashes and burns, and McMahon puts an arm over Zack Gallen, gets the 1, 2, 3. McMahon basically stumbles his way up the ramp, full of fucking blood, and then Zack Gallen puts his fake strap-on leg back on and walks away with his music playing Seaver. Out of my way! And the crowd give him a standing ovation. So it was a great match, and you don't. Is McMahon first the guy with one leg, but it was a great match for what it was.
Yeah, I mean, people are bashing it saying, oh, McMahon, why are we led to believe that a wrestler couldn't be a 50-year-old businessman because he's got one leg and he's built like fucking Brian Hebner?
Hold on, we've seen McMahon go up against some of the biggest icons in the bit. Austin, and
You'll take Taker on some?
yeah, maybe he had help when he was against Austin, but I mean, McMahon Hogan was like pretty much 50-50.
I know.
So what? It's unbelievable for McMahon to beat Zack Gallen, but you expect McMahon to go 50-50. Bullshit, this match was good. I'm not letting anybody criticise it. It was a good match. I liked it.
People are calling it a blade job, right? See, unless Vince McMahon moves like the Flash, I don't see how this was a blade. I mean, as soon as it hits him, the blood's everywhere.
Yeah, no, definitely. Right, then we move on to the main event. World title on the line, WWE Championship. It's Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar versus the Big Show. Big Show has been dominant in recent weeks. Starts off pretty dominant. Big Show and Angle then almost work together. At one point, Angle gets busted open. Brock Lesnar gets busted open. Angle hits a Angle slam on Big Show through the table, and this leads it to being a one-on-one match from this point onwards between Angle and Brock, and they both exchange maneuvers. Looks like Brock's maybe got the win, but Big Show gets back in the ring. Big Show breaks it up. Big Show then hits some big offensive moves. At one point, he hits like a double choke slam. He goes for a pin on both guys. Now, he pinned Lesnar first. Lesnar kicked out. Then he pinned Angle, and then Lesnar broke it up. So I think this is a way of saying Angle's going over. So we need to try and make Brock look a bit stronger in some cases. So Brock was able to kick out of the choke slam, and then had to prevent Angle from getting pinned. And then the match breaks down. Brock's going for the F5. Big Show breaks it up. Then Angle tries to get the ankle lock on Brock. He gets it. Brock manages to get to the turnbuckle. Big Show then breaks up the ankle lock. Big Show goes for a choke slam on Angle. Angle counters it into an Angle slam. And then Angle hits the Angle slam on Brock, who was still selling the leg injury, the ankle injury. And Angle pins Brock. 1, 2, 3.
It would have been easy to pin Big Show, but I think they want to protect Big Show and also get Angle's win back against Brock heading into SummerSlam. Great match. Loved the blood again. Unprotected chair shots. Weapons being used. Trash can lids. Vengeance for the second year in a row. Does a triple threat match.
I would have lost money because I think that I would have, if you told me who was going to take the pinfall, I'd have bet Big Show.
Oh, I still would have bet Big Show, but looking at it, it does make sense for Brock to get pinned. But
I don't think this was as good as a triple threat match last year, though.
no, I think that's not normal, though.
Brock, Triple H, Taker. I thought it was one of the matches of 2002.
Yes.
I thought that match was great.
The reality is, Big Show's going to let this match down compared to the worst guy in that three.
But this match was still great.
No, it was. Angle wins. Great to see Angle winning. I like seeing Kurt Angle with the belt. I like it. As long as it's not Big Show, that's what I
There was
like.
a lot of great matches tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking, there was more good than bad.
I think the only thing that was missing was segments, probably. But I guess you could say the bar brawl was a
Yeah,
segment.
we had the McMahon and Flower stuff. Maybe we could add one or two more, but honestly, for a B-level pay-per-view, I thought this was great. I really thought this was great. I'm trying to think what I can give it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a great pay-per-view with some great matches.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not saying a B pay-per-view can't get a 10, but I feel like they're limited because they're just B pay-per-views, and they're never going to go all out at them. But I think to find a card this good and consistent, you'll struggle for a B pay-per-view, so I'll get a 9, 8.5.
I thought you were taking a point away for that.
Oh,
Chris Pritchard.
fuck, I forgot. I have to do that.
So 8.
Aye, an 8.
An 8, guys. An 8 out of 10.
Oh, that was awful, actually. Fuck, I'll give it a 7, 7.5.
What?
Aye.
No, you said a 9. You can't be changing. You said a 9. You committed to a 9. You take a
Aye,
point
but
off.
that's 8.5 and 7.5.
No. You give it a 9, so that your 9 turns into an 8.
What
I
did you
think
give Bruce Pritchard? You had that point for Bruce Pritchard?
No, I haven't.
No, but they're saying that he always did those promos.
Aye, well, he always sucked.
No, I've seen the 90s. It wasn't that bad.
Well, I never liked the guy. 8 out of 10. Next up, we've got what? A Raw pay-per-view, I believe, or is it SummerSlam?
I think SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, guys, looking forward to it. But before that, we've got McMahon. He's on Monday Night Raw, and he's going to confront Kane. Till next time. Peace.
Some people say, well, let's put America and Americans first. There's nothing more first than to put solar energy into our economic footprint in a big way.
Solar brings income to the counties. The money that comes to the county is a gift. It's a gift they won't get anywhere else without attachments.
Solar energy enriches rural communities to keep it thriving. The investment in rural communities is so critical as government leaders continue to move policy to be able to allow us to incorporate solar energy.
We as elected officials need to embrace new energy sources in our communities. You have to have an economy that's diverse. Solar energy in your community is another way of diversifying that economy.
When the solar company came in with those pilot payments, it really guaranteed a substantial amount of money to the school districts.
Leasing my farm to solar is not going to do anything but benefit everyone. It's unbelievable the amount of money that the school systems in this area will receive from the tax revenue.
Another thing that the solar company pushed for was with our community college. They put in a program to kind of train future employees of the solar facility, which that was a huge help.
That kind of thing is powerful impact when it comes to our schools and the help that our young people can have to grow up in a better world.
Cody Rhodes boring us to sleep, jobber matches, a damn near career-ending botch, and one of the worst backstage segments of all time. WWE shit down. Had it all. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and I call it one of the worst backstage segments of all time. This could have happened backstage, this could have happened front of stage, this could have happened in the ring, in the parking lot, it could have happened in the toilet bowl where it fucking belongs. It didn't matter where it happened. The problem is, it happened, and it was absolutely atrocious between two fucking jobbers that can't speak English, that can't wrestle, that can't talk, that in all honesty should never be anywhere near a wrestling ring or a wrestling company, let alone the #1 company in the world. And those two will be revealed later on in the video. What do you want to talk about? Well, I don't want to talk about Cody Rhodes because once again, same generic bullshit to Cody Rhodes, putting us to sleep. How the hell is this guy the WWE champion? I do not know. You look at SmackDown, and the jobber matches on the show tonight were fucking insane. Honestly, if you handed over creative control to Eugene back in 2005, and this guy had to book Velocity, and I do mean retarded Eugene and not normal Nick Dunsmore, retarded Eugene using fucking midgets alone could have booked a better WWE Velocity than what we got tonight. Just a bunch of guys that, never mind, a bunch of guys that wouldn't be fit for the circus. I look at the MTS, I look at Eli Dragunov, I look at Nathan Fraser, I look at Kip fucking Wilson. What happened to wrestling?
I don't know. I'm actually sitting here contemplating this channel because that SmackDown has killed me.
This is a clown show. It's ironic that the MTFs are coming out with the talcum powder, with the face paint, with the clown-like makeup, because this is 100% a clown show, and that big jackass can't even hit a fucking chokeslam. It's not a hard manoeuvre. Honestly, it's a simple manoeuvre, and he hits two back-to-back, and they both look fucking shite. I mean, you can say what you want about Taker's chokeslam on Hogan. Yeah, he didn't get much on it, but at least it looked like a chokeslam. At least Hogan landed flat on his fucking back. I mean, both chokeslams to Nakamura and to Chris Sabin or whoever it was, fucking almost lands the guy on top of his shoulder. What is he doing?
Don't work for me.
What did I say?
You said at the beginning of this video, you're going to reveal the two jobbers later on that gave us one of the worst segments of your time. It could be anybody. It could literally be anybody on this show.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, because let's be honest, the opening segment was shit as well.
But you're talking about no one belongs. No one does belong. But you not noticed over the years that you went for like, 20% of this roster doesn't belong. 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%.
Yeah, we are getting close to the 100% mark. We're getting close to the point where nobody deserves to be in this company.
I've been saying for weeks, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre are like the only two guys on this show that feel quote unquote
worthy.
And they're a part of some of the worst stuff you'll ever see. Cody Rhodes only worthy because he's a champion and he's been forced down our throat for a couple of years. And Drew McIntyre is the challenger. And I want to like Drew, but he's been butchered.
But it's nothing new. It's the same shit. Doesn't matter whether there's a contract signing, a table in there, whether Nick Aldis is holding their fucking hands, or whether they've just got open mic night or whatever.
It's a normal contract in normal language with normal rules, Drew. Just sign on the line.
But
Cody, you don't have to agree to that, Cody. I'll bend over for you, Cody.
Like, Cody offers to basically put in a stipulation if he gets DQ'd, he loses the belt, and Nick Aldis is fucking crying over it. Like, fuck it.
Also, he cried during the opening segment. Why does he not want like aminosity?
Yeah,
he just wants.
He's crying like Vince McMahon has banged Mickey James in front of him. I don't understand it. Well, why does Nick Aldis fucking care if Cody Rhodes loses the belt? See if Cody Rhodes gets himself DQ'd on purpose, does he not deserve to lose the belt?
Yeah.
But Nick Aldis is treating it like it's some sort of atrocity.
Nick Aldis should care about numbers and ratings.
Tell you what,
and if he's doing better,
there is an atrocity, and it's forcing people to watch this show. No, hold on. People are turning up. People are paying money to watch SmackDown and look at the matches. Carmelo Hayes versus Kit Wilson, Eli Dragunov versus Wilson Fraser.
I think his name, that's a bad
Nathan Fraser, MTS versus I don't give a fuck what they call them, the Machine Guns. Alexa Bliss versus fucking fat 44-year-old botch machine Nia Jax. You're talking. This has to be on paper. Is this the worst SmackDown in terms of match cards of all time? It has to be like
this every week. It's been like this for about 6 weeks. Honestly, I mean, I'm not going to say who's watched every one, but I feel like every time you look at these, or when you actually get the chance to watch,
it's got to be in contention.
Oh, fuck it.
It's got to be in contention.
I mean, he's probably in there with a podium shout, I'll give him that, but it's brilliant.
Listen, Eli Dragunov, Nathan Fraser, and Carmelo Hayes, Kit Wilson, those two matches happening on the same show, I don't think should be allowed. That should be illegal. And then you factor in Machine Guns, who are like way past their prime, 15 years past their prime, taking on the MTS, a bunch of clowns in makeup.
No, it's disgusting. We've ran out of words to bury this.
Anyway,
look at Raw, man. Last week, right? Jimmy Uso main event Raw on SmackDown. This week, Lyle Valkyria and Bayley against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, right? Two women who at one point were considered big deals. Could not be flatter. Bayley's the same, and Lyle Valkyria's a fucking jobber. And look at this main event tonight. Shitey segment, orange suit Cody, dressed like a fucking orange starburst. Hopefully he can get transferred to Heat. Alright.
I mean, honestly, man, I opened the video by saying Velocity. None of these people are good enough for Velocity.
No,
you used to get decent rep. You used to get Matt Morgan on Velocity.
See when JCW uploads its full episodes, I'll be watching that. Chris Russo, Big Feto.
Probably got fucking big stars coming out, shouldn't it?
Right, anyway, we kick off with Tiffany Stratton. She comes down, says, cut the music. I said, cut the music. And basically it says, I'm not waiting until my music hits. I'm not waiting until tomorrow night, Jade Cargill. I want you right here, right now.
Boring.
Nick Aldis comes out crying. No, Tiffany. We can't do it, Tiffany. So, yeah.
Tiffany, you signed on the deal. No contact Tiffany till tomorrow night. That would be too exciting, Tiffany. No, we need to bore these dumb bastards to death.
How are we going to do that? We're going to do it with the exact same spot. We do it 4 or 5 times a night. We're going to bring out the security, damn it. It's all about the security.
Here comes Jade. She's got like a bit of hair in her mouth. She can't get it out. Do you have a shite in my mouth?
Nice.
Smack there.
No, I think this look suits Jade Cargill. Not necessarily the bodysuit, that's a bit weird, but I think this wet hair look with the scar, I don't know if that scar's real or what, it probably is.
That's what she got for Steel Steps.
Well, it looks pretty cool. I like that. So I think it's a good look.
I'll be honest, I didn't catch on to the wet hair. I was that disgusted by Nick Aldis. I hate Nick Aldis.
Yeah, but either way, honestly, I think Tiffany Stratton, every time I see her, she's regressing.
It's got to go away.
I think she's regressing.
You have the power to change lives, starting with your own. If you're ready to make a career move, we can help. Franklin University was founded on the power of possibilities. Whether your passion is healthcare, education, business, or technology, you'll find the support you need to make a difference. With online courses that accommodate your busy life and a tuition guarantee that keeps the cost of a degree within your budget, your motivation is personal, and Franklin makes it possible.
Franklin University makes it possible.
I think she's regressing. Surely you should be getting better. Oh, I think that over the years she's got worse.
I would not be. I mean, she is young, right? But part of me thinks that once she loses the belt, she might not win it for a couple of years.
Anyway, she sucks. She needs to lose the belt. Security come out. Tiffany tries to jump over security. She can't do it. Jade Cargill's like, well, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow night. Taffy time is up. And then Tiffany gets back in the ring and holds up the belt with the pose in her music place.
The acting's so funny, man.
No, that's all they've got. That's all wrestlers got today. Hold up the belt and music place. See when you see them confront each other face to face. How many times you see them face to face and the person with the title just holds up the belt? It's fucking. It's like 101. It's like it's everyone being trained the exact same. Yeah, what we're going to do tonight? We're going to the ring. Oh, I know, hold the belt up. Wow, creative. Oh, I'd never thought that. Wow, what a legend Tiffany Stratton is. Honestly, I don't see the appeal in Tiffany Stratton apart from the fact she comes out dressed like a fucking prostitute every night or every week. I thought she was good when she first started, and they gave her this like rich like daddy's girl kind of gimmick, and then they dropped it because they felt like, oh well, it's not going to go anywhere. And why not get a guy? Why not fucking have someone be her father, her on-screen father? I think something could have happened to that, but they just kind of changed it to where she's like a Barbie girl. And
no, because that'd be too interesting. We don't want that.
Oh no, women need to be empowered. She can't be empowered if she's living off her daddy's money.
Well, you know what? They're all living off Vince McMahon's fucking money, aren't they?
That is true, right? We got an Eli Dragunov promo. Holy shit!
Move on.
Aye. So anyway, basically, he's offering the US challenges. The US challenge, guys, is happening tonight.
Like I said a couple weeks ago, this works when it's Cena. People want to see Cena every week.
Yeah, doesn't work when it's Sami Zayn or Eli Dragunov.
See that promo he cut a couple weeks ago and nearly cried? I will defend it with honour.
I want to be like Sami Zayn.
Crickets.
Oh. I want to be like Sami. That should have gotten the pink slip straight away. I want to be like Sami Zayn.
See,
jobber for fucking life.
See, back in the
well,
day,
you've achieved it.
See, back in the day, man, it didn't matter how good the person was before. They never came out and said, he sounds like a mark.
Yeah.
Even though back in the day...
Even if Taka Michinoku beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, he wouldn't go, oh, I want to be like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Indeed.
I just went ham. What? You know? Anyway, right, first match, Eli Dragunov versus Nathan Fraser. Now, I'm not going to talk about it too much, we made a separate video, but there was a release German suplex off the top rope, big botch, not executed properly, both men almost fell. They kind of slipped off the top rope before they began the transition to the move, before they executed the move, and it ended up Nathan Fraser landing on top of his head and almost dying. I mean, very lucky. Nathan Fraser posted on Twitter afterwards saying that I'm alive. In fact, I've never felt more alive than I do right now. Well, I mean, you were very close to being dead, and if not dead, we're talking paralysed. So you can tweet that you're alive and you feel alive, but we're talking like 1 inch, 2 inches away from an absolute disaster. Again, ref took about 5 seconds to check on him. Don't understand why. Same dipshit referee that didn't count for 3 a few weeks ago. Again, to me, this is just someone that's been hired, and she shouldn't be. I mean, do they even do referee training these days? Or what happened to referees being professionals, like El Hebder? And I get it, we don't have many, and I think you only got Little Nate's running about at this point. But you've got that other guy, don't you, to be around? Is Chad Patton still refereeing? Or is he?
No, I think he's away.
So Little Nate's the only old school guy still there?
Aye, Mike Chura's away. Yeah, Little Nate's, he's the only one. Where's Nick Patrick? What happened to him? Nick Patrick.
Where's the guy for TNA?
Who?
Stifler?
Aye, looks like Hernandez.
Aye, well, get Stifler in. Anyway, this match, that damn near killed Nathan Fraser, and instead of getting the pin from the move that almost killed him, they don't, and then they just go to the finish, and it's like a powerbomb.
What I find hilarious though, right? They refuse to do chair shots to the head, but they'll do these moves that will literally near paralyse them.
Yeah, you tell me this move can't cause CTE.
But the thing is, see chair shots to the head, right? Oh, CTE, the big bad CTE, concussion. But at least if you get a concussion, you can follow protocol. If you're paralysed, you can't do fuck all.
No, absolutely.
I do not understand how we have forbidden chair shots to the head, which, by the way, I would have no issue if they just stuck their hands up and still took it.
Yeah, what would you rather take? A chair shot to the head or that move Io Sky took last few weeks ago?
Chair shot to the head.
What would you rather take? A chair shot to the head or this move tonight?
Chair shot to the head.
Yeah, I would too. And again, yeah, like we said, no issue to put the hands up. To be honest, a lot of wrestlers did put their hands up back in the day. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck. Only crazy bastards like Mick Foley was taking massive shots to the head.
Yeah. No.
And obviously Benoit was using his head as a weapon.
I do that. To me, it's baffling.
Benoit literally did use his head as a battering ram.
No, he did.
If anyone was going to get CTE, I mean, it probably was him.
You can't prevent more CTE.
But actually, CTE in
the... Is he in the graveyard? Is he not?
Well, I mean, Nathan Fraser was almost in the graveyard after this. So
Undertaker's going to exhume Benoit's fucking grave, and it's just going to be Nathan Fraser and all the rest of the jobbers.
Eli Dragunov almost stole his gimmick tonight.
Nathan Fraser's going to be Ross Smith.
Taking souls and digging holes.
The entire company's in the grave.
You almost done it right. Carmelo Hayes versus Kit Wilson. Anything to add to this match? I don't get this match was actually announced last week.
No.
And then later on tonight we got Chelsea and Julia announced for next week. Now, fair enough, that's for the US title. Still don't think it should be a week in advance, but like, alright, fair enough. Why was this match announced a week in advance? It's a fucking jobber match. I mean, it's Carmelo Hayes against probably the guy most unlikely to win a match. Name me someone who's more unlikely to win a match on SmackDown than Kit Wilson. considering he's a tag team guy that's possibly just can't possibly win on his own.
Yeah, honestly.
Is he the biggest jobber right now on SmackDown, Kit Wilson?
There's a lot in for it, but yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
When did jobbers ever get matches that were like booked in advance?
This is the kind of match, man, where if you were paid £500 to open your blinds and watch it, you wouldn't bother your
This is the kind of match where Bischoff, fucking 23 years ago, would have been walking backstage after being embarrassed out in the ring, and these are like the first two jobbers that he sees, and he puts them in a match, and the loser is getting fired.
Or 3 minute one.
And your match is up next.
Yep.
Alright. Anyway, Nick Carmelo Hayes wins. Miz comes out, attacks him, skull crusher finale, bang bang, that's it.
It's 2025. I mean, honestly, I prefer the Miz to a lot of guys, but he's done.
Sami Zayn then talks to Nick Aldis. He wants to be at ringside tonight for Motor City Machine Guns match, but Nick Aldis says, nah, I'm sorry, I appreciate the fighter in you, Sami, but you're not cleared, so you're going to have to sit this one out. And then Cody Rhodes appears. Sami gives Cody Rhodes a hug. Cody says that he's proud of Sami and what he did with the US Open Challenge. Sami says he's been dealing a lot with MTF these days, and Sami says he's going to be pulling for Cody tomorrow night. Nick asks Cody if he had anything to do with the attack on Jacob Fatu, and he says no.
Who cares?
Then Cody and Nick discuss their fine details with Drew McIntyre tonight. So again, Nick Aldis telling another member of the roster, no, you can't get physical. You know, you have to. You're not clear. Blah blah blah. And then we get Cody and Sami sharing a hug, and Cody tells Sami he's proud of him.
Why the hug?
Because he defended his belt like 6 times against jobbers. 6 jobbers and John Cena.
Guys, he's the QB1. Could you imagine Austin in '99 hugging D'Lo O'Brien? Yeah, some fucking defenses there against the big boss.
The only time this would have happened would be when Austin was doing that heel run. And it was like a comedy thing.
Aye.
Where he would have hugged Angle or McMahon.
Yeah.
Or he maybe would have hugged someone in the Alliance if they beat a WWF guy.
Yeah.
And then probably battered them like 10 seconds later.
This is disgusting.
Yeah. So Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn hugging out backstage in front of Nick Aldis.
Orange ginger beard hugs Orange man in suit.
I'm surprised Nick Aldis didn't join in. Freeway hug.
Nick Aldis, a loser. He makes Adam Pearce look like fucking McMahon.
Right, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Slight interference from Charlotte. Nia kind of gets caught up in the turnbuckles. Alexa goes for like a weak ass dropkick, and that's enough to get the win. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss beats Nia Jax. Just not very fucking believable. Alexa Bliss, in my opinion, is done. Her career's gone. Nia Jax should have
Another one that shouldn't have came back.
Yeah, Nia Jax should have been released like fucking 10 years ago. I don't know what they've done with Alexa Bliss, but they've absolutely killed her. I think she was probably. I'd say Alexa Bliss is probably the best female wrestler of the last 10 years.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that
good on the mic.
During the pandemic, we wouldn't embrace some of the best stuff.
Yeah, did some good stuff during that. I think she's always been good on the mic. Yeah, no, I've always liked Alexa Bliss, but fucking hell, since then it's been a disaster. See when that stuff finished with Orton and Bray. See, I don't know what the gimmick was, but see at the end of that Mania thing where she came out the Jack in the Box and it was almost like she betrayed Bray Wyatt. That should have been ended. That should have just fucking moved on.
Yeah.
But then they delayed her career because Bray Wyatt was in and out, and then he ends up dying, and then they just bring her back and they still kind of give her the weird gimmick, but they don't put her away. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, come on, why was other people's careers being hampered because Bray Wyatt's got mental health issues? I don't think that's fair. No, I don't think. I know it's not fair.
And then they did some of those vignettes where she was seeing a doctor, and that kind of just it was alright, but then it led to nothing. It led to absolutely nothing.
No, but I just think back. I mean, obviously back.
Remember she had the doll, and you remember like they had the cut scenes going out, and
yeah,
and then all the teasing something with her and Bo Dallas, but then nothing happens.
I know, but even back then, like 4 or 5 years ago, see when they teased stuff, you thought it was going to pay off. This scene, I actually do not give a fuck about anything. I get no feelings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we seen those shoes the other day, and it turns out that was just that WrestleMania shit.
Yeah,
pair of walking shoes, probably Triple H's shoes.
I'm just glad, man. I can say I've watched a lot of great wrestling because I'm not going to fucking watch it anymore in my life. Yeah. No,
sad reality is we will never. The only good wrestling we will ever watch again is past stuff that's already happened.
Yeah. No, it's fucking. I mean, honestly, it pains me to say. Like, I mean, it's not even a case that we've watched the peak. We've known that for years, but we will never see anything good again. Like, good.
Yeah, right. What do we have after this? We had
the Damien Priest promo, but we'll move on. That.
Right, so this is one of the worst. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. So we have the camera cuts backstage, and we've got like a bunch of fucking jobbers. And I mean a bunch of jobbers. I think it was Machine Guns, Fraser, Post, and Axiom. And Axiom is like throwing some of these burrito elbows. I mean, just some of the worst looking elbows, and he's throwing them into thin air. But the only person he's actually hitting is like the referee. And then then Eli Dragunov comes in and he's like shouting at everybody to stop it. And why does he care? Oh, look, there's a bunch of jobbers fighting backstage, throwing phony punches, elbows, and kicks. So he drops his belt to try and, I mean, I guess he does that conductor tone. I guess he was trying to conduct the fucking flow backstage. Then he gets back into the camera shot, and you see him looking into the distance at something, and he walks up, and Tama Tonga is holding his US belt, and then Eli Dragunov starts like acting like he's a bear or some shit like this. He goes, just like staring at Tama Tonga, making this like bear fucking noise, like he's about to go, like he's in heat or something, like he's about to make it, as if he's about to fucking drill Nick Aldis up the ass. And then Tama Tonga just starts going, and then just gives him the belt and walks off. It's like, what the fuck was this? Retardation to the highest fucking level. These guys are making Eugene look smart. Honestly, I think Eugene and Festus could have cut a more intelligent promo than this. Without the bell going, by the way.
No, but no, we need to address Festus, Eugene, comedy. What is this? These guys are supposed to be portrayed as serious threats. Some guy. I mean, honestly, see that noise? See if you look behind you? That'd be the kid at the back of the class that no one, goes near because he likes the Wendy's. I mean, that is.
Yeah, that is the noise that someone's sitting at the back of the yellow bus, licking the windy. That's the noise they make.
That's where we're at in wrestling. None of this megastardom. Let's call a spade a spade. Retards. We don't call them retards for no reason. Like, we've got a retard that sounds like a lawnmower. It's like the Mexico's lawnmower. Fucking, it's like a cold day in winter.
Is that what the Mexicals are riding these days? Anyway, I thought this segment was fucking horrendous.
I was doing that Ben Moffat last night. I was like, Chavito comes out in the lawnmower. I mean, it would sum up Chavo to commit to.
Wait, you think you can get a low rider lawnmower with hydraulics? A lawnmower with hydraulics?
Why not?
It'd be good if you could lower it for like the low pieces of grass. The grass, the grains of grass. Well, not grains. The strands of grass that are hard to reach.
What about the grass can be uneven? So maybe it was like uneven. You need to bunch something down.
Anyway, what's your thoughts on this segment? Fucking disaster.
The thing is, we've seen the haters review and it said like the worst TV segment of all time. Normally, you'd be able to pinpoint it. I couldn't tell you what he's on about because there's that much shite.
Yeah, I personally thought he was talking about the opening segment, but then I watched this and I went, nah, fuck it.
But that could be the ending one.
Well, it could be as well.
It could be Dragunov killing him.
The end. That ending segment was just a waste of 16 fucking minutes. 16 minutes of your life that you'll never get back.
No, what are the writers getting paid for? No, like seriously, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre have the same interaction every week.
Yeah, pretty much, right. Nick Aldis is trying to calm down Tiffany Stratton. Julie and Kiana James appear. Then Chelsea Green appears. Chelsea Green wants a title shot, and Nick Aldis is like, oh no, we can't be doing that. Title shot? We don't do title shots around here, man. We don't do anything around here. But then Julia basically says, nah, she thinks you're better than me, then give her a title shot next week. So then you go. Then Nick Aldis is like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's a US title. Doesn't fucking matter. It's not like this is going to be on a PLE or anything like that. Is the women's US title ever actually been defended on a PLE? I'm going to go into a limb and say no.
No.
Now, the Intercontinental one has, because Becky Lynch holds it. But I don't think the US one ever has, and I'd actually be as far as willing to bet it never will. Unless it's like Evolution or something like that. Female, even then, I would fucking guarantee this belt getting defended. Either way, right, next week, you're getting Chelsea Green versus Julia. Who really cares? And then Nikki Cross just appeared out of nowhere standing there, and Chelsea Green bricks it. Feel like 4'9" Nikki Cross. And then the Secret Service run away, and Nikki Cross is just standing there on the shot, looking like a retard.
Yeah, just looking like...
How many retards are on this show, by the way? At least with Eugene and Festus, that was their gimmick. Their gimmick was they were supposed to be mentally fucking retarded. These people are not supposed to be, these are supposed to be cool characters. See that Tamatonga? We're not supposed to look at him and go, he's fucking retarded. We're supposed to look at him and go, oh, look at him, he's a cool, he's a badass dude. He's crazy.
Who came up with the talcum powder, by the way? That's just a disaster. I mean, what were they thinking?
I don't know, but they're all fucking bums. Then we got another Alistair, Damien Priest promo. Called it Alistair. He called it Alistair Black. You can spread your poison. Then he says, Happy Halloween. Congratulations.
No, but like, see that, right? This is dead on its arse. It's two jobbers, right? But wouldn't it be interesting if Damien Priest was trying to take Selena Vega or something? Just give us something. Like Kurt Angle trying to get Queen Sharmell.
I don't know.
I want to have bestiality sex with your wife, Booker. You know, that's some funny shit.
Oh no, don't care. Fourth match, MTF.
No, I was listening to like Steiner, he's doing the ring announcing. He was like trying to like read out all the women's names. He's like, I don't care, I don't know, I haven't slept with any of these bitches. How am I supposed to know their fucking names?
Scott Steiner, legend. Absolutely. That's one. I think that must be one of the best TNA impacts of all time.
Black Snow and like all Nash's nickname. I don't know. Either way, it was fucking great.
Right, fourth match
from Dunkin' Donuts.
MTF versus Motor City Machine Guns. MTF win. The big guy who's not even that big, but just because everyone else is tiny as fuck, he looks tall by default.
He's like 5'11".
Hits two of the worst fucking choke slams of all time. I mean, pretty much drops Saban on his arm and side, and I'm thinking, how did he do that? I mean, it's not like Saban's a heavy guy, for fuck's sake.
This looks, there's a reason why this guy was signed and kept in developmental.
Yeah, and so the guy can't even do a choke slam. I mean, it's not hard. You literally lift the guy up and then place him flat on his back. I mean, a choke slam is literally a flat back bump. I mean, how difficult?
Most people listening to this video could do a choke slam. Because what it essentially relies on is the guy who's taking it to jump and you help him down.
All you kind of need to do is make sure he lands flat. Holy fuck. Kane, Taker, Big Show. These guys could do it in their sleep. These guys could do it with one hand. I mean, this guy's... I don't know what this guy's doing, to be honest, but then a bunch of jobbers come out to make the save. Nakamura comes out.
Right, Ray Phoenix came out. Then Nakamura came out.
Is
this from SmackDown's AJ and Dragon Lee?
Seriously, guys. A guy in a mask. It's a guy in a mask and a guy that used to wrestle in New Japan.
Yeah, Fury with the MFTs, and then on Raw, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee feuding with the Judgment Day. It's the same shit.
It's copy and paste, but with different guys. But that's all.